My boys, it's finally time. You're wondering why there hasn't been a My Hero review in a while? If I gotta keep it 1,000, I'm not wild about this season or this arc. And if you want me to keep it honest, I've not watched it. I think the only 2 episodes I actually watched, mainly from the season, obviously the ones at the beginning of that arc, and then now towards the end, I watched a little bit of that. I did see the fight, and I know that you guys did that like goal a long time ago. There was a live reaction to the fight that's going to be posted after this video out. I know it's in a weird order. Trust me though, it will come. It will happen. I did live react to that fight. It is recorded. It's going to be edited. I'm excited, guys. It was really well made. It was well animated. Everything about it was great. So when that video drops, you will know. I promise y'all that. You will. But for now, guys, welcome back to the My Hero review. It's been a minute, my boys. Hit that fat like button if you guys are excited for Season 4 foreshadowing. We're seeing that all coming down, especially within this episode. You have Mirio, Togata Mirio's introduction. You have Chisaki / Overhaul's introduction here. You have Twice. They're talking about Twice's backstory. I was caught off guard. I totally forgot when they show that. So when they showed it here, I was like, dog, people finally know. It just makes me so happy to see people's reactions that don't know about it. That just, you guys also agree? That makes me really happy to go. Let's break it down, right? So Twice, his backstory is actually really sad. Twice, a man that, you know, obviously from his name, can clone himself, multiply himself. That's his quirk. Multiplication. He could just twice duplicate it. You know what I mean? So he actually, the thing is though, is he multiplied himself so much, he just kept cloning himself, and he was the hierarchy of his clones, the king. And, you know, they would just do basic stuff around the house. They would clean, cook, you know, wash clothes, basic stuff around the house, pick up mail. And one day the clones got annoyed. They wanted to be the king. They just didn't really get along with each other anymore. The structure and the system broke down. So what happened was they started killing each other. And he went so mentally insane, he almost killed himself by himself, literally. And what's even more wild is now he doesn't even know if he truly is the real one. Since the one that we're seeing right now, he mentally doesn't believe he may be the real one. He mentally believes that he may be another one. And he's got like 2 minds basically in his head. And he's like kind of schizophrenic, kind of mentally fucked up, you know what I mean? But once he puts the mask on, he gets more calm, keeps it, you know, to one. And his backstory is really, really sad. I can't even lie to you. Sorry if I butchered that again. It's been a minute, but I love Twice. I really do. He's such a great character. He really is. I mean, you also get to see a different side from him within the beginning of this episode. You get to see how serious he is. Him talking about the social hierarchy of just society in this world, where the heroes and the villains stand now. He's even watching on the news, talking about it, actually sitting here logically speaking about it. Completely different from Twice we saw in the first 5 episodes of this season, where he's all goofy and silly. And if you guys didn't know, he actually, yes, he is canonically and factually based off of Deadpool, if you didn't know that. Horikoshi really does love the Marvel series, and he wanted to do a lot of hints and stuff like that. Like, I'll probably do a video about it, because there is a lot of superhero Marvel hints within this series, a lot of inspiration from it, but I think this is probably the most obvious one. He really likes Deadpool, and Twice is actually based off Deadpool. So that's actually really cool, I can't lie. But you get to see a different side from him. You see how serious he can be, how actually smart he is, and it really makes me happy because there are people out there that are actually really smart that don't act smart. And they can be goofy, they can say dumb stuff, they can always joke around, but when they're serious, they're smart. And that makes me really happy. That's kind of like me, where people don't think I'm actually smart, but I actually really am. I just don't, I guess when I'm only serious, I think it was like a personal W for me. I'm like, it really makes me happy. And I think that's why I like the character so much. Like, he really is just genuinely an amazing character. He's such a good character. I just fucking love him. I really do. I really do. Moving on though, Chisaki introduction. You see Twice actually interacts with Chisaki, and it's wild. Interacts, not really. He kind of sees him from the back. There are these villains. They're really irrelevant, honestly. What is it? The dogs or whatever it is, whatever they're called. These guys They hijack I don't even know, an appliance store, and Chisaki bodies them. It looked like he murdered them. He just bodied them. And I saw a lot of people, and of course I'm watching this episode late, but I saw a lot of people talk about, oh, the voice actor doesn't fit. I'm like, yo, shut up. If I have to gatekeep, maybe I will. We waited for this shit, and I like it. I think his voice actor is Japanese Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba. I think that's his Japanese voice actor. His voice actor was initially supposed to be Sasori of the Akatsuki from Naruto, but I think that got changed, and now his voice actor is Seto Kaiba, the Japanese voice actor. But it works. He sounds really good. It works. I don't know what people expected. And there's going to be a slur, a different tone in his voice, when obviously, I'm not going to say it, but when something else happens in the arc. So it's like, come on, man. Like, I feel like people at this point, they just like to complain. You know what I mean? I saw people complaining about Mirio, and I was like, oh, we're fighting. We're fighting. Nobody disrespects him, dog. That is the actual GOAT. The actual GOAT, man. He is the highest ranked hero in the school, along with the big three top rated students within the UA. Oh my god, dude. I can't even begin to express to you how much I like that character. I can't even begin to express to you how much I like Chisaki. That video I made a couple months ago, top 5 favorite My Hero characters, I made that with the impression of seasons 1 and 2 only. That was it. That's not actually, like, if I was just considering seasons 1 and 2, yes. But there's way more than that. So there probably will be a future video about that. But man, there's such good characters. And you guys are going to see season 3 probably performed probably the worst out of all of the previous seasons. Well, I think maybe it's better than season 1. I don't know. But in terms of like viewer interaction, like a lot of people didn't interact with it much. They interacted with the first arc, obviously, of course, with the All Might versus All for One arc, and then I think the provisional license exams arc. On paper, it's cool. I can't lie, it is. But I don't really know how to put it. I mean, the Gang Orca fight was cool. Todoroki and Inasa, that shit was cool, but I don't really know how to put it. But I wasn't wild about it. I don't hate it, trust me. I don't. I love My Hero, but I wasn't wild about it, you know what I mean? This arc is going to be insane. They are foreshadowing the next arc for season 4. I don't know how long they're gonna drag it out in season 4. Season 4 could very well be 24 episodes, and half of that season could very well be this arc. That's how much content there is within this arc. There's a lot in this arc, and a lot happens, and the tone shifts. If you can see Chisaki's character, you look at him, just take a good look at him, that tone shifts. It's entirely different from anything we've seen of My Hero so far, and I'm really looking forward to it. You have the big 3 introduction as well. What really blew me away too is I was like, yes, dude, because I was like, okay, are we gonna get filler after this, and then they're gonna actually give us Mirio versus Class 1A? Because I don't know, Naruto Shippuden's got me mentally torn now, where every time I think we're gonna get introduced to like new characters and a new arc, we're gonna get filler, and I've been mentally torn and scorned by that shit, so I apologize, but no, we're getting that fight next episode, and I'm really looking forward to that. You get to see the punishment as well. With Deku and Bakugo. Their fight actually ended up getting them punished, and now they're 3 days behind, and as you can tell, they both handle things a lot differently. They make it to where Deku handle things where he's getting annoyed that he's held back by 3 days, and everyone else is catching up, and they're going to be ahead of him essentially through work studies, English, math, so, etc. You know the shit, work studies. It literally is what it is. If you took college, you know. Just basic school shit, you know what I mean? Whereas Bakugo handles it differently. He's more quiet about it. Yeah, of course, he's angry that, you know, he's going to be 3 days behind than everybody else because, you know, ego. But he handles it differently from Bakugo. Or, sorry, he handles it differently from Deku because one is more vocal and the other one is, like, more practical, you know what I mean? And that's the difference between the two, man. But just the scene that we actually witnessed. Like, it's being so memed. The scene that we saw of Mirio first meeting Deku is like, trash, right? Yes. Perfect. I like trash too. I was like, oh god, wow. I'm not gonna say me or same. I'm not with the trash shit, but whatever, dude. I'm just happy they got introduced. The big 3 are here. I think their voices fit. I do. It just fits. It works. You know, mentally, that's how I kind of visioned their voices. I kind of heard it in my mental process, and I mean, it works, right? It works, dude. You let me know your thoughts, my boys and girls, if you think this episode was a banger or not. Let me know your honest thoughts about the foreshadowing. For those of you anime onlys, I would probably not look up anything or look into it. It actually is a major spoiler if you look up into it, because these websites, they don't chill. I want you guys to be as genuine as possible with this. Let me know your thoughts, my boys, down in the comments down below. Hit that fat like button for my boys, and I'll see y'all next time.